Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing Rom&nd Dewyful Water Tints. There are 8 shades currently in this line, and I'll be reviewing these 3 shades in this video. Let's start with the packaging. It comes in the same square container that is exactly in the same size as their Blur Fudge tints, except that this has a glossy finish. It is elegant and matches the product perfectly in my opinion. The applicator is short, flat, and slightly on the smaller side. It is also flexible, so it applies and distributes the product well. However, it took me quite a while to get used to in applying the products with this. It has a thin watery texture that is moisturizing. It is not tacky on the lips and layers well on top of each other. As the texture is thin, it is still very comfortable on the lips even after layering. I would also say that it has a decent color payoff for a gloss. It smells quite pleasant, but I'm still not a big fan of lip products with scents. It also tastes kinda citrusy, you know, like the taste you get when you accidentally eat the orange peel, but thank God it is not as bitter as some other lip products I've tried. When comparing this against Rom&nd Juicy Lasting Tint, the pigmentation is about the same, though the Juicy Lasting Tint is a tad shinier and murkier. For the Glasting Water Tint, it is also shinier. However, as the formula of the Glasting Water Tint is unique, it lasts way longer than the Dewyful Water Tint. When comparing this against products from other brands, I would say Peripera Ink Tint Serum is the closest to this in terms of the finish. However, Ink Tint Serum is more pigmented and is not as lightweight. Clio Dewy Syrup Tint has a lighter weight on the lips with lesser pigment. Peripera Ink Mood Glowy Tint appears to be shinier but feels stickier than the Rom&nd Dewyful Water Tint. For Wakemake Water Glowing Tint, it is also shinier and clearer, but it has more sleek or slippery feel to it. Of course, we are splitting hair here as all the formula I have compared are very similar. From the lightest to the heaviest, if I were to rank, it would be Clio Dewy Syrup Tint, Rom&nd Dewyful Water Tint, Wakemake Water Glowing Tint, followed by Rom&nd Juicy Lasting Tint and Peripera Ink Mood Glowy Tint. For ranking in terms of the pigmentation and stain, Rom&nd Glasting Water Tint has the most stain, although Peripera Ink Tint Serum is the most pigmented. I hope I'm making sense here. For Rom&nd Dewyful Water Tint, Clio Dewy Syrup Tint, and Wakemake Water Glowing Tint, they only have slight stains. I'm sorry that I did not press record in the wiping motion, so here's just what's left. As it is still a watery gloss, it will get transferred. So if you are looking for a gloss with good staining power, you might want to check out others Rom&nd's lines such as Glasting Water Tint or Juicy Lasting Tints. As you can see, this Dewyful Water Tint comes off very easily with micellar water. Shall we now move on to the swatches? Number 1 in Coral is described as a bright coral, which is in between orange and pink. It really is a perfect coral shade that could brighten up one's skin tone and definitely a go-to everyday shade with or without makeup. I love how it looks on our warm skin tones, and because it is a coral shade, it would also look great on cooler skin tones. If you like a more toned down orangey shade though, you can check out Salty Peach. The next shade, number 5 Taffy, is described as a refreshing bubble pink shade. It is a cool light pink shade that is not so fluorescent, which I appreciate. Such pink shades tend to look a little too much on our warm skin tones, but this shade looks great as you can see. Try pairing this with cooler eye looks and you can rock this shade on our warm skin tones. Last but not least, number 8 Berry Divine is indeed very berry and divine. It is described on the website as a deep wine or berry red. It does not look as deep on our light medium skin tone as I wished it to be, but I'm not hating this. It gives a very different mood from Taffy, and trust me, it looks more unique in person. If you could have your hands on it, do give it a swatch in real life and you will know what I mean. Let's take a look at these 3 beautiful shades once more before moving on to the shade comparisons. For number 1 in Coral, I have Clio Dewy Syrup Tint in number 4 Peachy Spring, Wakemake Water Glowing Tints in number 1 Glowing Sand, and number 3 Switch On Pink, followed by Rom&nd Glasting Water Tint in number 7 Pink Valley. Glowing Sand can look a little more towards coral on the lips if you have a pinkier hues on the lips, hence comparing them here for your reference. Next, for number 5 Taffy, what I have are Rom&nd Glasting Water Tint in number 25 Pink Popsicle, Rom&nd Juicy Lasting Tints in number 25 Bare Grape and number 7 Jujube. Then Peripera Ink Mood Glowy Tint in number 3 Rose in Mine. Taffy is not as fluorescent as Pink Popsicle, while it is still brighter and has more pink than Bare Grape. Jujube and Rose in Mine are warmer in tones, though on the lips they can pull a little cooler than they are depending on the hues of your lips. As for number 8 Berry Divine, I have prepared Rom&nd Glasting Water Tint in number 13 Berry Violet, Peripera Ink Tint Serum in number 10 Soul Wraps Berry, and Clio Dewy Blur Tint in Mauve Plum. Just note that Clio's Dewy Blur Tint gives you a different finish, however I have included this in as they are pretty close in tone on my lips. This is all I have for today guys. Dewyful Water Tint holds up the name well as it really gives you a dewy glow in a lightweight watery tint formula. It is very comfortable on the lips no matter the number of layers you apply. Also, it is sort of in between Rom&nd original lines of dewy lasting tints and Glasting water tints. So depending on what you are looking for with shiny finish, you can take your pick from Rom&nd. Let us know your favorite shades from this line or if you are going matte all the way. Thanks for watching till the end and I hope that this video was helpful for you. See you in my next video.